Imagine living in a world where every meal could kill you. No kitchens, no recipes, no restaurants, not even a campfire. For millions of years, our ancestors ate everything raw. Tough meat, bitter roots, insects, and whatever they could find before another animal found it first. Every bite was a gamble. Raw food was difficult to chew, slow to digest, and often full of dangerous bacteria and parasites. Just staying alive demanded enormous amounts of energy. But then, something extraordinary happened. A simple discovery transformed not only the way humans ate, but also the way we thought. Some scientists even believe that without cooking, humans might never have developed the large brains that made civilization possible. So, when did ancient humans first start cooking food? And how did one campfire change the future of our entire species? Let's travel back nearly 2 million years to uncover one of the greatest revolutions in human history. Long before cities, farming, or written history, life was a daily struggle for survival. Early humans woke up each morning with only one goal: find enough food before something else found them. Some days they collected berries, fruits, nuts, and roots from the forest floor. Other days they searched for insects, bird eggs, or shellfish along rivers. Meat was the greatest prize, but it was also the hardest meal to eat. Without knives or cooking, raw meat was incredibly tough. Powerful jaws and large teeth were essential just to tear it apart. Scientists believe our ancient ancestors spent several hours every single day chewing their food. Imagine chewing breakfast from sunrise until noon. And even after swallowing it, the body still had to work incredibly hard to digest every bite. Large stomachs and long intestines consumed huge amounts of energy, simply breaking down raw food. Every calorie counted. Every meal was a challenge. But nature was about to offer humanity an unexpected opportunity, one that began with fire. Nobody knows exactly who first tasted cooked food. There were no witnesses, no written records, only clues left behind in ancient caves and campsites. Perhaps lightning struck a dry tree during a violent storm. Wildfires spread across the landscape, forcing animals to flee. Some didn't escape. When the flames finally died down, roasted animals lay among the ashes. At first, early humans may have feared the fire, but hunger is a powerful force. Someone eventually approached. The meat smelled different. It looked different. Curiosity overcame fear. One cautious bite, and everything changed. Cooked meat was softer, warmer, juicier, far easier to chew. More importantly, it provided more usable energy than raw meat. Without realizing it, that first meal may have triggered one of the greatest evolutionary changes in history. Humanity had accidentally discovered cooking. Learning to control fire was one achievement. Learning to cook with it was another. Once humans understood that fire could transform food, campfires became the center of everyday life. Cooking softened tough meat. Roots became edible. Many poisonous plants became safer. Harmful bacteria and parasites were destroyed by heat. Meals became less dangerous. Digestion became easier. Instead of spending hours chewing, people could eat more quickly and absorb more calories. It was like unlocking extra energy hidden inside the same food. That extra energy changed everything. The human brain is incredibly expensive. Although it represents only about 2% of our body weight, it consumes roughly 20% of our energy. Growing a larger brain requires a reliable source of calories. Cooking helped provide exactly that. As food became easier to digest, our bodies needed smaller digestive systems. Over thousands of generations, more energy could be redirected toward developing larger brains. Better brains meant better memory, better planning, better communication, better problem solving. Eventually, humans became the smartest animals on Earth, not because they were stronger, but because they learned to cook. Fire did more than cook food. It brought people together. Instead of eating alone throughout the day, families gathered around a warm campfire every evening. Children watched adults. Adults shared knowledge. Stories were told. Skills were passed from one generation to the next. Some scientists believe these nightly gatherings helped language become more complex. The campfire became humanity's very first classroom. It wasn't just feeding bodies, it was feeding culture. So how do scientists know any of this? The answer lies beneath our feet. Archaeologists have discovered ancient fireplaces containing layers of ash, charcoal, burned bones, and heated stone tools. Some sites suggest humans were using fire nearly 1 million years ago. Others hint that our ancestors may have controlled fire even earlier. Exactly when cooking began is still debated, but one thing is certain: by hundreds of thousands of years ago, fire had become an essential part of human life. Imagine a world without cooking. Our teeth would probably be much larger, our jaws much stronger, our digestive systems much bigger. We would spend hours every day chewing food. Our brains might never have grown to their current size. Would we have built cities, invented writing, explored space? Maybe not. One simple habit, cooking dinner, may have shaped everything that makes us human today. The next time you light a stove, start a barbecue, or simply make breakfast, remember that you're continuing a tradition that began hundreds of thousands of years ago, a tradition that changed our bodies, expanded our minds, and ultimately built civilization itself. Sometimes the greatest revolutions don't begin with kings or armies. Sometimes they begin with a single campfire. If you enjoyed this journey into human history, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments, what ancient invention do you think changed humanity the most? Until next time, keep exploring.